Earlier today, LEGO officially revealed Gringotts Wizarding Bank. What a fantastic set, guys. LEGO this year has been a little mixed for me, especially with these bigger sets. I mean, earlier this year we got Lavender, which is maybe one of my favorite sets that I don't own right now because it just looks so good. I do plan on getting it at one point. And we also did get the Batcave Shadow Box, which you guys know my feelings on. I really do not like that set. So this kind of reinvigorates how much I'm feeling about LEGO, just getting me a little more excited right now. I mean, it's phenomenal. The Diagon Alley, the 2020 set, is one of my favorite sets ever. I'm glad I own it. I bought it last year, and it looks so good. And, I mean, it's going to look fantastic with this. Looking at this next to Diagon Alley, I mean, it's so nice. This Gringotts building itself, it's beautifully built. It has a lot of cool, nice little details on it. It's just an awesome build. Now, I'll talk about the displayability of the set, which is an interesting factor, because there are two ways you can display it. Number one is the way you would suggest it for someone who doesn't have the Diagon Alley set, which is display it how it is on the box art. Just have Gringotts on top of the mine. You know, nice, cool little area. It's a beautiful little build by itself. It's really interesting how it's structured, too. It's genuinely weird how that stands up like that, but I mean, it works. It's because the structure is so sound for that cave area, and it widens up at the bottom to put the base plate just right on top. I mean, that's just so cool. But if you have Diagon Alley, I would not suggest displaying it like this. If you want to display it in your Diagon Alley especially, it would look really weird. Just remove the Gringotts. You know, you could do the two next to each other and put Gringotts at the end, which is... It looks so nice. Now, what you do with the mine, I think that's one of the weird things that I have about this set. If I displayed in my Diagon Alley, where am I going to put this mine area? Behind Gringotts? I don't know about that because, you know, the interior is going to be blocked off. Where am I going to put it? I'll probably put it off to the side. I'm not sure. That's maybe the weird thing that might turn off a lot of people from the set is its price tag for the amount of mine we get. We get a lot of mine, which is really cool. But when you think about it, more people are going to be getting this just for the Gringotts building by itself. They're going to see that, and they're going to see a lot of mine. They're going to say, oh, that's filler. Even though it makes sense for Gringotts, considering it's a huge organization of many wizarding vaults underground that travels by minecart. Now, I'm still of the belief that the original Diagon Alley set is better than this set. I think this set might have a little more cool, interesting little details, but when comparing it to Diagon Alley, I think that set just feels so much more grandiose, honestly. This set has its own feeling of grandiose, but for the price tag that you get for both of these, it's the same price. I think Diagon Alley's better, and even when you look at piece count is slightly larger. I don't know. Diagon Alley has worse figs, though. That is a fact. Diagon Alley's figs, you know, 2020, they were pretty cool. Now, Another thing people might criticize is the interior of the Gringotts itself, especially that second floor. It's very sparse. I'm not too mad about it, though, especially from the bottom floor area. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It looks just like Gringotts. It's definitely tinier for sure, but if we want to get this to accurate scale, the set would probably need to be on like a bigger base plate, or they would need to just have the building. It would be weird, to be honest. I wouldn't want it. The way that it's scaled here, I think it's perfect for the Diagon Alley fit. And it's not just the building and the mine, though. There's a couple of other small buildings we get to the side. They absolutely fill out the set. Not as filler, of course, but they're beautiful and nice pieces to have in the set. Exterior-wise, the Magical Menagerie honestly looks really cool. It is a shame that I don't think it has an interior. It looks like it's just blocked off. Also, there's one sticker on the outside that makes it look slightly weird, but I can get over it. And while I think the Ukrainian Iron Belly build itself isn't a standout, being on Diagon Alley, it's amazing. The one thing I will say I really like about this build, it reminds me a lot of the 2019 Hungarian Horntail. The big thing, the wings. They added like this skeletal structure, and it looks kind of cool in my opinion. I can't wait to build it and see how it works, see how structurally fit it is. I mean, it's awesome. When talking about the mine area itself, it just looks super fantastic. The minecart play feature especially looks interesting to me. There's some really cool aspects of this. It's kind of Temple of Doomy in my opinion. I love how the minecart, you could just stop it at either of the vaults. That's such a cool feature. LEGO usually, honestly, would just have you skip over the vault, but because the set is so expensive and because it's a D2C, they needed that quality control to have you stop it at both vaults. And the vaults may be barren in interior, but I don't mind because they look beautiful. You're not really getting these vaults for the interior themselves. You don't need a wide open interior full of like 10 things of gold, 10 gold bricks. What the fuck is that for? You know? It's awesome. They just look beautiful. I love the way that they incorporated these different tans into the rockwork. It gives it a real beautiful look. You know, it's much more three-dimensional than, say, even the new Batcave, which is the set where I actually liked the rockwork. But what they did here with these colors, it makes it more a dynamic feel. When we look at the minifigures, we have an interesting set of characters. We have two Harrys, both of which are good. I mean, to be honest, I've got so many Harry, Ron, and Hermione's. When I get new ones, I tend not to get excited or even look at them and say, oh, this is better than the other one. Oh, well, this is better than the other one. It becomes so hard at a point, honestly, because you have so many. Hagrid, same Hagrid been getting since 2018. It's a great fig. I don't see why they would have given us another one, to be honest, with different printing. I don't know what they would have done, make him, like, dirty. You know, it would be unnecessary otherwise. I really like this Ron fig, though. This Ron fig looks super nice. It has some nice details. It uses that Sylvie hairpiece with that great new face print we get here. It looks awesome, honestly. You could also alternatively make the Ron and Hermione look like Ron and Hermione. Considering Hermione's dressed as Bellatrix, this makes sense. Lego tends not to release sets where they just have someone in a disguise and not give them an alternate head, especially for Harry Potter. And the Bellatrix fig's interesting. You know, it's different from the one from the Burrow. I think it's a new face print, and it has leg printing, so woohoo for all 10 of you who cared about that. There are 5 goblin figures in the set. We have Griphook, who honestly, I like the CMF one more. Does make sense because a lot of CMFs have a lot less detail. I don't know why they didn't just give us something like that, though, with the same amount of detail. I like the white more than the blue, but it has a lot less torso printing, and the arm printing's not there, which is a little bit of a nice detail on Griphook. I mean, if they just give us the CMF one again, I wouldn't be mad. I get why they didn't, though. Lego likes to keep that CMF shit exclusive. They like to make new figures that have less printing. But the Rickbird and Bogrog, oh, dude, those might be my favorite figs of the set. They look so nice, especially the Rickbird, honestly. There's so much nice little detailing on him and his suit. You know, he got the drip. He looks beautiful, in my opinion. Then we have the 2 Vault Goblins. You know, they'll open the vault and whatnot. And these guys have a really cool torso, too. I love the light blue here. Not as much on Griphook, because it's like a bluish white. Here, they went full light blue, and it looks beautiful, in my opinion. There's also a Death Eater in the set, and it's a new look for the Death Eaters. I think I might like the old look more, to be honest, but I don't know. I think they're going for a different style here, and it's still a good fig, and it has some really cool, like, silver coloring on it. There are also 2 guards which have awesome torso prints. I love this torso so much. Yeah, the rest of the fig, you know, they're a little bland, but the torso itself, I think that's well worth it for these figs. They're gonna be maybe the least desirable in the set, and they just look super nice. This new Gringotts is just absolutely stunning, in my opinion. There's so many great little details, so many cool play features. Rockwork is beautiful in the mine. The building itself is awesome, and it's just a huge set. Tell me how you guys feel about it in the comments. I'm gonna go.